What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at Ultron from the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure Wave, or aka the Build-A-Bear Wave. And I really like that name that they people have dubbed the wave. And just looking at this figure straight out the box, it is a very, very gorgeous figure, man. Damn near perfection. And I say straight out of the box, but I didn't get a box with this figure, as that's why I'm not showing y'all the box, because I ordered him off of Dorkside Toys and they had him loose, as well as Modular Iron Man, the other figure I just reviewed in my previous video. And yeah, man, they came loose, no box, no Build-A-Figure piece, because I have no intentions on building Ursa Major. So unfortunately I don't have the box to show y'all, but just looking at this figure straight on, man, it's beautiful. That's I can't stop saying how beautiful this figure is. I'll try not to lust over this figure throughout the whole review, but let's go to a closer look at his accessories. Out of the package, he does come with a like a open grip hand, more of a like a I'm about to dominate the world type hand. He does come with a gripping hand. He comes with 2 pairs of fists, as Ultron will most definitely need, and they are nicely sculpted. And I believe these are all brand new. They aren't. If I can get it to focus for a second, and focus, and focus. There we go. Yeah, I think these are all brand new hands, no reuse. And he does come with a, what is this, left gripping hand. So out of the package, he does come with a right gripping hand, and he does come with a left for the alternate hand. Nicely detailed overall, and he does come with a power effect for his mouth, or as people like to call it, crackle. And yeah, man, I think this looks pretty dope. It's pretty easy to put on. You just slide it into his mouth. That didn't sound right. Anyways, yeah, you just slide it into his mouth, and it stays pretty put, man. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays on there pretty well, and I think that looks pretty dope, man. It really adds to the character, to the figure, to the overall look, and I think it looks pretty dope. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty dope, man. Let's take this out and let's get a closer look at the figure. So Ultron does come in this very nice metallic painted body. It isn't a silver, well, it is a dull plastic. In some of the joints you can kind of see it's a dull gray plastic, but he is painted silver over that gray plastic, and I think this was a perfect route that Hasbro went towards. It really adds to the figure. I think if he would have just been a dull gray plastic, it wouldn't have looked as nice, nowhere near as nice. And yeah, man, they just executed this figure pretty freaking well. I was gonna cuss. Yeah, they did pretty damn good job, man. I don't think there's any flaws on this figure. As you can see up close, he does come with those red eyes, little side antennas, top of the head. He has all those rivets, as you can see there. Nicely sculpted head. The back of the head, you can kind of see some of those rivets going to the back. The neck, the spikes on the shoulders, the shoulder pads, which are a separate piece, and they do rotate with the arm. His arms are nicely sculpted, pinless arms, so it's great. You can see this does look like a separate piece, but it is molded on to the figure. It's not a floating belt or anything. I mean, he is a robot, so I don't know why a robot would need a belt, but yeah, man, just look at that. Yeah, it looks great. back of the figure. He does come with the serial numbers molded on and not painted anymore. I wish they did put him at the bottom, but here you'll see in a second why. Because it would take away from all this nice detail at the bottom of the feet, which they didn't have to do that. But look at that, man. They actually put this nice little thrusters even on the peg hole ones. So if you wanted to pour it in a blast effect, fit right in. It is a little loose, but it does work out. And as you can see, so that looks pretty dope. That looks really nice. You could also put a bigger one if you wanted to. That looks dope. Yeah, man. Nice figure, man. Nice figure. But let's get a closer look at this articulation real quick. So Ultron's head is on that old style hinge, ball and hinge. So you take the head off. You can see it's a ball on a hinge. It doesn't have any neck. This is not a separate neck piece. It is molded all onto the what's it called, the upper body. So that is a little unfortunate. I do wish they had the same setup as modular Iron Man, where it does have the hinge, and it is a separate neck piece, and it hinges all together, or it moves all together. But with that hinge, you can look a nice amount of up. You can look decent amount down. He doesn't have, let me see. He doesn't have too much head pivot, but I think he has enough. Arm moves up, all the way up, and that shoulder piece doesn't get in the way. It moves with the shoulder. He does have upper bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows that do bend in a great amount, and they are pinless, as I said before. And he doesn't have any cuff swivel, but he does have wrist rotation, and it does hinge up and down, and that is with every other hand. He does have a diaphragm cut, and he does get great pivot, and he does hinge. Let me put the arm down real quick. He does crunch that much forward, which is not a great amount, but decent, and he does crunch further back, and he does have a waist cut. His leg can kick that much forward, that much back. He does have a nice thigh cut that is hidden by the scope of the figure, so you can't really tell, but it is right there, and it does swivel. He does have double jointed knees that bend in a decent amount. Can he kick his ass? Let's see. Yeah, let me not force that anymore. I feel like I'm gonna break it. And he does have boot swivel at the very bottom, which I would say that's more of a shin swivel, and it is hidden again by all these little sculpted lines. So it does swivel, rotate a full 360 if you wanted to. His foot hinges that much forward and that much back, and he does have ankle pivot. And here we have Ultron with his arch enemy, Iron Man, and let's add Captain America into the picture. And I think these three scale very nicely together. If you wanted to add Thor, you could add Thor here in the background. And yeah, man, these look great together. And if you wanted to add Hulk, here is Hulk in the picture. A little bit out of frame, but not too bad. And if you wanted to have a little Age of Ultron display, there you go. And here we have Ultron next to Red Skull and Loki, some classic Avenger villains. And if you wanted to add Thanos into the mix, here you go. A little bit out of frame, but all good. And I think all of these four figures scale perfectly together. Absolutely amazing. 3 out of these 4 figures did just come out this year, which is Ultron, Red Skull, and Thanos. And I'm loving these classic looks that Hasbro has been giving us. They need to give us more, because I absolutely love it. I mean, just look at these, man. I think this speaks for itself, and it's beautiful, beautiful. And last but not least, we have Ultron next to Modular Iron Man, the only other figure of this wave that I have. And I might pick up Riri Williams when she does start hitting stores, But as of now, these two are the only two figures of the wave that I did review, and the only two figures of the wave that I did buy. Again, if I do see Riri Williams, I might pick her up just because I really like that character. There you have it, guys. Again, beautiful figure. If I was to rate this figure from 1 to 100, no, that's way too much. From 1 to 10, I would give this figure I would say a solid 9.5. It's just perfectly executed. It doesn't come with much. I mean, it does come with this little effect. He comes with how many sets of hands? He comes with 3 sets of hands, which is a good amount. He could have came with a different head, maybe some blast effects or something, but it's not necessary, man. It's Ultron. He's just gonna stand there, be menacing, and talk shit to Iron Man pretty much. And yeah, man, great figure overall. Definitely top 3 figures of this year so far. And I love it, man. I just love this figure. I can't stop saying how much I love it. It isn't perfect. I mean, no figure is. We're always going to have little gripes and nitpicks over any figure, but overall, this figure is damn near perfect. And I love it, man. Would recommend it if you're an Iron Man fan. Obviously, you would definitely need this. It's a big upgrade from the last one. I don't have the old one to compare it to, but definitely a better upgrade than the old one, which I did have. If you're building an Avengers villain shelf, definitely a pickup. He is a very important character in the comics, villain-wise. And yeah, man, just a great figure overall. Again, very solid. Very beautiful, and yeah, I can't stop praising this figure enough. But anyways, man, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Tell me the things you didn't like, the things you did like, and yeah, man, follow me on my Instagram at ScrewToys with a Z at the end, not an S. And I'll catch you guys next time.